All right, so the kibbutz is almost 25. I'm 27. I was born in Jerusalem. My parents were in there were like meetings in Jerusalem for a few years, kind of asking questions about life, wanting more from life than regular city stuff. And after a few years of meetings, they decided that the city doesn't really let them kind of get out of their own life to see other things. So they decided to build a community. I was 2 years old when that happened, so that's how I got here. What else? A kibbutz is kind of it's a community of people choosing to live together, sharing things, less than having things to own privately. This kibbutz is a bit different. It's the main issue here is the interest of learning how to share, how to live together, learning how not to push things aside, how to deal with them, how to open stuff, through conversation, through work, which means that here work is not something you need to do, is not a necessity. Well, of course it is also, but it's not something that is that your life starts afterwards. It's what you do. It's where you actually involve, as you say. I don't know exactly how to explain it. Usually I don't work here every day. I work in the Arts and Crafts Center, which has a lot of studios over there, and we sell stuff. But also it's more about learning and then creating things.
And so the kibbutz here at the cafe, this kibbutz, when you work here, you basically contribute to the economy or the economic or financial stability of the kibbutz?
To this place, yes. This is most of our income is from here.
Okay.
But it's not, I mean, it's partially the issue. It's not all of it. It's also selling our own goods, which we produce and which we believe in, and that's like kind of our way to get it out. I mean, we also sell stuff outside and in supermarkets, organic supermarkets, but yeah, that's the main issue here.
Do you all manufacture your own the ingredients to the recipes on the menu?
Most of the ingredients are ours. Of course, a lot of them, it depends on the time of the year, but a lot of them sometimes we need to buy. And whatever we sell in the shop, that's all ours. In the food, it depends. It depends what exactly.
So what is the main goal after you? Do you ever graduate from the kibbutz? Do you ever move on from the kibbutz?
It's not really about that. You really choose to be here. I left a few times and came back. And for me, it's my home, but it's also a place where I'm really interested to be in. It's a family. I mean, it's 150 people living here, which means it's really small, it's really close, it's really intimate, and that means it's a family. So people who have no interest, they just don't stay. It just works this way. If you don't really fully hear and have your own interest about like dealing with these things and then these questions and be open, then through time you feel it, and you kind of just at one point you leave and you go somewhere else. And for us, for the kids, this is home, so it's never leaving. But for other people, yes.
Do you feel like eventually you might want to move on to another opportunity or to start your own kibbutz?
Well, I did. I moved a few times. I lived 2.5 years in Jerusalem. I lived 2 years in Tel Aviv. I came back a month and a half ago after traveling around the world for a year and a half. So for me, every time I'm coming back, I have kind of a different perspective. Every time it's different, and every time I have different interests. And sometimes it goes, and then I'm moving on, and sometimes it stays for a long time, and I stay. It's not a place you need to set a time for it. You know, you can't really know how long you stay. We have a lot of volunteers here, and some of them say, okay, we arrived for 3 weeks, and they stay for 3 years. So you can never really know. And you can really say what will happen when you come.
So did you want to, I guess, add anything else to anyone else who wanted to be a part of a kibbutz, or someone who wanted to start their own kibbutz?
Again?
Did you want to add anything else? Like, did you want to talk about ways that people can start their own kibbutz, or?
I don't really know about building a community. I mean, I was too small to really know what it took. I mean, I know from stories and stuff, but I don't really know. I know it takes a lot of guts. It takes a little bit of craziness to actually leave a place. And then when we arrived here, there was nothing. There was no trees. There was just an empty desert with few houses from before. You really need, I guess you need to be fully in a certain idea of what you want, where you're trying to get to, for actually do it. But more than that, I don't really know. I guess for the big idea for a community, you do need to, I think there's a lot to learn to build a place. And for example, there are a few volunteers here now. They want to build their own community in Greece, and they came here to learn, to see, to watch how it works, take stuff that interests them and see how they want to do it. I think that's really good, a really good idea, not to just jump into cold water. And there's a lot of communities in this world, like different types, but there's a lot of them.